Excel macros are a great way to automate repetitive tasks, but there's actually a better alternative 90% of Excel users don't know, called Office scripts. So let me show you what it is and how you can use it to get the most out of it. Depending on your Excel version, you'll notice you have this Automate tab within your ribbon, and inside of it in the center, we have these Office scripts. These are basically a set of pre-recorded steps of common Excel tasks. If we go to all of the scripts to see them a bit better, over here under samples, you'll see there's a ton of things that we typically might use in Excel, like for example, moving the rows between tables, highlighting blank cells, or removing duplicates. We can run all of these simply by pressing the play button instead of manually having to make these changes. And if you want to follow along, you can download the Excel file in the video description. I'll also explain in the description which Excel versions have this Office scripts feature available. Suppose in this table here that we want to highlight all of the cells that are empty, like this one here for Portugal. So we can head to Automate under All Scripts here. We're going to look for a sample script, which is going to be to highlight any blank cells. It's this one right here. So let's select the whole table with Control A there, and then highlight blank cells. We'll just run that. And as soon as we do, you'll notice we get all of these empty ones highlighted in yellow. If in the future I were to add a number inside of it, you'll notice that yellow highlight gets deactivated and it gets active again if I delete a cell value. Now that's obviously a very simple example, so let's go over a slightly harder one in this sheet over here, and we want to find out the sum of sales by country. So what's the total sales for Spain, for France, etc. To do that, we'll press Ctrl A again to select the whole area and go to create a new pivot table. We're gonna run that, and you'll notice here this isn't your average pivot table. We now have the sum of sales already populated with a visual on the bottom as well as a slicer for each of the countries. We can deactivate that by pressing the X. A third and potentially even cooler example is creating a drop-down list. So let's suppose we want a drop-down list for all of these countries here. We can select them with Ctrl-Shift down, and then we scroll down to the sample scripts where it says to make a drop-down. We can run that again, and you'll see it creates a new sheet, and within it we have a drop-down of all of the countries. Within the samples, if there's one you don't quite understand, you can always click inside of it for a description. Let's suppose we want to see what this text to number means. We can click on these three dots and go to Edit Code. Within it, in green, you'll actually find the description of what this does. And then if you scroll lower down, all of this part here is the code that's going to allow you to do that automatically. Although Excel has a lot of these sample tasks, they're not really going to cover all of the scenarios you would want them for. So next up, let me show you how to create your own custom task from scratch. But before we do that, another great way to boost your Excel productivity is to learn Excel hacks, which you can easily do with HubSpot's 50 Excel hacks guided template. By clicking the link in the description below, you can access this resource completely for free. The download includes all 50 hacks with instructions on how to use them and sample data for you to practice with. The hacks are split into 3 different types, and their website even provides a short sample video on how to use each of them. Personally, I find this Excel template most useful to refresh my memory on some of the most powerful hacks there are in Excel, and I can easily practice them with the sample data they provide. So I recommend visiting the link in the description below to download this completely free 50 Excel hacks guided template from HubSpot to level up your Excel game. And thanks to them for sponsoring this video. Now let me show you how you can create your own task completely from scratch without needing to write or understand any code. So here we are back in Excel with the Automate feature, and suppose that every month we get given some data on the country sales, and this time it's January, but it's also February, March, etc. So for all of these, we want to format the table a bit better and add a visual on the side. What you want to do is click on Recorded Actions here on the left. Once you do that, you'll see there's a few instructions here, and all it's really saying is that you need to start doing the actions for it to start recording. So the first thing we'll do is select the country and the January here. and we'll change the fill color to, let's say, a dark blue and a white font as well. Press Ctrl B there to bolden too. As we do all these steps, you'll see on the right it's keeping track of everything we're doing, and we can even remove it by pressing the X if we want to. For the numbers here, let's reformat them. So I'm just gonna select this whole area with the mouse like so. Press Ctrl 1 here, and we want no decimal places, so we'll just select a 0. And we also want a 1000 separator. Click on OK there. That's looking a lot cleaner, but it would be nice to filter it so the highest numbers are up top. We can do that by going to Sort and Filter and clicking on Filter. For this filter, let's say we go from largest to smallest like that. And finally, we can create some kind of visual. So I'm just gonna press Ctrl A to select the whole area. Go on Insert, and under Recommended Charts, let's say we go for this first one. That looks good for us. We'll move it over to the side like so. Once we're finished with all these steps, we can just click on this Stop button. And you see we have this thing called a script now. We can rename it to something like Format, hit Enter. And if we scroll down, we can add a description for it if we wanted. And we can choose who can run or edit this script as well. We'll go back here under New Scripts, and you'll notice we have it as a format now, so we can run it anytime. Let's suppose that the following month we get data for the month of February, and we want to run this. Now we can just press on this Format button, give it a second, and you'll see how all the data is formatted nicely for us. At this point, you might be thinking, well, this is quite similar to macros, so how is it any better? One of the key differences is that you're able to save it and use it in future workbooks because it's saved in OneDrive. So for example, I can press Ctrl N to open up a new Excel file, and from here we can go to Automate again, and we can either find it inside of our Office scripts, or we can go back to All Scripts, and you'll see we have the recent task we just created for formatting here available in any Excel file. You can also share Office scripts on the web with other users, which you can't easily do with macros, and even integrate it with other platforms like Outlook or Teams, which I'll show you a bit more about later in the video. So far, even though we've recorded a few tasks, we haven't actually taken a look at the code that it's generated. So for this task we just made earlier, we can go to All Scripts, and under Format in this dropdown, we can go to Advanced Edit. Within that, we'll be able to see all of the code with the descriptions of what it's doing in green for each. So we have the description first, followed by the actual code, and then descriptions again. You can see that with these two backward dashes as well. If we scroll all the way to the very bottom, you'll see here that it's creating a chart, but that chart range is from D2 to E20. What if we decide to put it all the way to E21? Well, then we would be able to account for an extra country row if we wanted to. So even though it looks quite daunting, in reality, it's not that difficult to understand all of this code, as there's nice descriptions for each row. Taking things up another level, let's suppose we want to automate a task that's not that easy to record the action like we did before. For example here, for each of these customers, we want to create an invoice for them. So a separate worksheet with their details. So Bill here should have all of these details over here. Then we should have Josh and so forth. And for each of them, we also want a sale price accounted for of 20%. Luckily, we don't have to code this manually, and instead we can rely on an AI tool like ChatGPT. All we need here is to copy the whole table so we can feed it inside of ChatGPT. Here we are, and then I'm just gonna fast forward how I type out the script. So here down below, I've added the instructions, and up above, I've added a table for some context. Now we can hit enter and see what it gives us. Once the code is fully generated, we can click on copy code, and instead of going to record actions, we want to click on new script. Within it, we're going to be able to delete all of this area that we have automatically generated and instead paste our code that ChatGPT created and click on run. It's giving us a small error, which is actually quite common. So all we need to do is copy that error and paste it in ChatGPT for an updated answer. So here's the updated answer that we can just copy and paste it inside of Excel and just run that. As soon as we do, you'll notice we generate all of these different sheets on the bottom where we have the data for Bill, we have it for Josh, for Anna, etc. with all of the details we need. The other super powerful feature with Office scripts is that you can integrate it with other platforms like I mentioned, Outlook or Teams for instance. And for this, we just want to go over to Power Automate here on the web, and we can create our own automations. Like for example, you can create a scheduled update of sorts, like update the Excel file every month, and down below we have some templates, like what could be send an attachment every month in Outlook with a certain subject line. If you want to learn more about Power Automate and how to use it, let me know down in the comments so I can make a video on that. We've just learned how to automate tasks using Office scripts, and the next step would be for you to learn how to use VBA so you can automate with macros too. To learn how to do that, check out this video over here, or you can take our VBA and macros course over here. Hit the like and that subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.